Good morning, children. Welcome to the EVS class after the Puja holidays. So, today's date is 3rd November 2020. So, before the starting the EVS class, I have told you that there are two parts of books, that is a textbook as well as the workbook. So, we have completed the part 1 book till term 1, and now we are going to start the part 2 book of the EVS textbook as well as the workbook. So here is the first lesson from the part 2 book, which is lesson number 8, Wings and Tails. So Wings and Tails tells us that we are going to talk about different types of animals. Now, what are the animals and how their shapes, colors, and etc. we are going to learn in this lesson. So, here in this lesson, I will learn about different animals around us, types of animals, day and night animals, and identifying different animals. So, these are the subtopics that we will be discussing in this lesson. That is lesson number 8, Wings and Tails. Before moving towards the book part, let us discuss the learning outcomes. After the completion of the lesson, we are going to, after the explanation and discussion, we will be able to know that, or we are going to identify the domestic and wild animals. Then you can identify the pet and farm animals, identify as animals based on their size, shape, color, and their tail. Then identifies the day and night animals. So these are some of the outcomes that you will get and you will be able to identify after the completion of the lesson. Now let us move towards the book part. So here is some of the animals with the alphabets. Let us read it out. Ria sees many animals in her alphabet chart. Some are big, some are small, some can fly, and some can walk. She wants to know the different types of animals around her. Can you help her? Let us see what are those animals. So we have here A for ant. Now, ant is a very small animal. You can say an insect, right? So, ant is a very small insect. Then we have the bear. Bear is a large animal. Then we have C for cat. Then D for duck. Duck has wings. Cat has tails. Then E for elephant. Elephant is a big animal. Then we have F for fish. Fishes swim. They don't walk, they don't fly, but they swim. Then we have G for giraffe. Giraffe has a very long neck. Then we have H for hedgehog. Then I for iguana, J for jaguar, K for kangaroo, and L for lion. So these are some of the alphabet these are some of the animals with the alphabets that Ria sees in the alphabet chart. Now, as you can see, here are different types of animals. You can see that some animals are very big, some are very small, some animals can fly, some can swim, some walk, and their sizes are also different as well as their color. So now let us move towards the lesson. So what do we see from those charts? We can see that we can see all animals all around us. Whenever we go out, we can see that there are cows, goats, cats, dogs, etc. So we can see animals around us. Now some animals live inside our houses. Some animals live on farms or grounds near our houses. And while some animals can be seen only in forest. Now if you can observe that cats, parrots, and then some little birds as well as the dogs. These animals you can find mostly inside the houses of the people. But there are some animals that lives on the farms like cows, goats, buffaloes, so etc. So these are the animals, even horses as well. So these animals live on the farms. Farms are the ground near our houses. Then there are some animals like lions, leopards, jaguars, giraffe, deer. These animals, are they found inside our home? No, they can be seen only in the forest. They are wild animals and that can be found only in the forest. Now, if you can say, have you seen any elephant inside people's home? Yes, they can stay outside, but we don't keep elephants inside our houses because elephant is such a big animal that the house becomes very small for the elephant. So now we have come to know that some animals live inside our houses, some live on the farms, and while some on the forest. So these are some of the different types of animals that we find. Now let us come to the animals inside a house. Now animals inside a house means animals that live in farms, fields and houses are called domestic animals. So animals that can be found in the farms, or you can see some animals walking in the field or grazing on the field, and then the animals that we have inside our houses are called domestic animals. Now why they are called domestic animals? Because they need humans, means us. They need us, the humans, for food, water, shelter and care. Now, for example, I have a dog, right? Now the dog stays inside my home. Now this dog cannot go out and go out for food because I am the human and I have to give him the food, water. Also, I have to give him a home to stay, and also when he is sick or when he is not feeling good, then we have to take care of him, right? So they depend upon the humans for us, the people. So that's why they are called domestic animals, means they have to stay within the care of the humans. So that's why they are known as domestic animals. Now this, for example, what are the animals? Dog, cat, cow, buffalo, chicken, sheep, goat, rabbit, etc. Now as you can see on the screen, these are some of the pictures of the animals. Dog, cat, rabbit, then there is the pet birds, cow, buffalo, horse and goat. These are some of the animals that you can find in the farms, then inside inside the houses, and also some of them on the fields. So these are some of the domestic animals. The domestic animals have been divided into two parts. Number one is the pet animals and number two is the farm animals. Now you have to remember that domestic animals have been divided into two parts, pet animals and farm animals. Now what are pet animals? Domestic animals that live inside the house are called pet animals. For example, dogs, cats, rabbits, pet birds, etc. We have studied domestic animals, right? Domestic animals as a whole are those animals that live on farms, fields and in houses, right? Then again, the domestic animals have been divided into two parts, pet animals and the farm animals. Now, the animals that live inside the house are called pet animals, and the animals that live on the farms and field are called farm animals. So pet animals are the dogs, cats, rabbits, pet birds, etc. because we keep these animals inside our house. Therefore, these are pet animals. And the farm animals, I hope you have seen most of the cows, buffaloes grazing on the grasses because they are kept inside a farm, in a farm, right? Or in the field. The horses, buffaloes, goats, cows, etc. And these animals are very useful for us because they give us milk, they help us in farming, in agriculture. That's why they are called farm animals. Now always remember one thing, pet animals are the animals that live inside the house and farm animals are the animals that stay outside, that is on the farms and in the fields. So these are called farm animals. So this is what the domestic, this is the differences between the pet animals and the farm animals. Then we have animals in the jungle or forest. Now animals that live in jungle or forest are called wild animals. They find food, shelter and water on their own. For example, giraffe, lion, hyena, bear, etc. We can see these animals at the zoo also. Now, when we have discussed about domestic animals, we came to know that people, human beings, have to take care of the animals. But when we talk about the wild animals are those animals that live in the jungle or the forest, and they don't need the help of the humans. They can find their own food, own shelter, and take care of their own. Now, for example, what are the animals? Giraffe, lion, hyena, bear, then tiger, we have elephant, etc. And whenever you visit the zoo, because these animals are very wild, so whenever you visit the zoo, you can see these animals inside a cage. Okay, they are inside a boundary, because for the safeguard of the people, they have been kept at a certain a limited space. So these are some of the wild animals. Now let us come to the workbook. Multiple choice question. Now here the question goes as, which of the following is a domestic animal? We have the giraffe, cow, tiger and elephant. Giraffe, tiger and elephant, they can take care of their own. They find their own food. Therefore, cow is the domestic animal here, because it lives in the farm and also humans have to take care of it. Then we have the second question, which of the following is a wild animal? Lion, goat, dog, crow. Now if we talk about goat, dog and crow, we have to take care of them, right? Lion is a wild animal. It stays in the jungle or forest, and it finds its own food, own shelter, and take care of its own. Therefore, the answer is lion. Then we come to the fill in the blanks. Complete the names of the animals in the pictures below. The first one is buffalo, B-U-F-F-A-L-O, buffalo. The second is the hyena, H-Y-E-N-A, hyena. The first one is the domestic animal, and the second, hyena, is the wild animal. Now let us come to the next one, question number 5. Give an example of a pet. Now this answer is for you. You can write any answer, any animal like cat, dog, pet birds, or rabbit, etc. Then question number 6. Other than forest, where can we see some wild animals? So other than the forest, we can see the wild animals in the zoo. Zoo is the place where they are being kept secured. Okay. So next is the question number 7. What do we call animals that live on farms and fields? Give one example. So the animals that live on farms and fields are called farm animals. For example, cow. Now let us come to the summarization of today's class. So what we have learned today? We have learned that there are many kinds of animals around us. Some live inside our houses, some live in the farms or fields, and some live in the jungles or forest. Now, kinds of animals: domestic animals and wild animals. So domestic are the animals that live inside the houses or in the farms or the fields. And wild animals are those animals that live in the jungle or the forest. Then the domestic animals have been divided into 2 parts, the pet animals and farm animals. Now the pet animals are those animals that live inside our houses, and farm animals are those animals that live in the fields or in the farms. So these are some of the things that we have learned today. Go through the lesson, read the lesson properly, as there will be a lot of questions that will be coming from inside the lesson. I hope you have understood the lesson well. So I wrap up my class here today. Thank you.